Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Web3 Revolution. My name is Rex, and before we begin, please remember that none of what we talk about is financial advice. So, let's dive right into it. Today, we're going to talk about Polymarket. You might have heard of this one as it's probably the largest prediction market out there. And indeed, if we look at the stats, prediction market stats, really, you will see that it's really growing. If we go on DeFi Llama, a great example is, there's $2 billion of volume, and you can really see that nice spike in October right here, and then it's coming back right now. So it looks like there's a lot of TVL then for a bit, then it came back. And clearly Polymarket is the clear winner here with the most volume by far. There is opinion, there is predict fun, but Polymarket is what wins it all. So what makes Polymarket so special? Why is Polymarket so large? And we're gonna look into it. So first of all, you can see the activity, what people are doing in real time, and I think that's very valuable. Obviously, you can basically see truth. And of course, truth usually wins. It doesn't always win, right? There are some outliers like anything. You can see the leaderboard as well, like who's making the most money. Looks like this seriously serious guy does pretty well. And it seems like he does well by placing extremely large bets. And he doesn't really cash out. He kind of just goes till the end. Except here, he loses. He cut out early. But he's a sports bettor, this guy, this seriously serious guy. But what's also interesting, you can see what's trending, like which volume is getting interesting. So like this Fed decision in January is getting very interesting. And indeed, the contract at expiration will either be 0 cents, like $0 or $1. So you can hold it till expiration, and if you win, you win. Obviously, what's interesting is, of course, looking at the charts and making money in between. You can really treat it almost as a real chart that people trade, right? As you can see, there's even a Trump section. Will Trump release the Epstein files? Indeed, it won, right? Very clearly. This is what won. You can see what's breaking news here. Will Israel strike Gaza? TikTok sale announced. Again, like a lot of these have been won, have not been won. But what's amazing with Polymarket is the sheer amount of options that there are. And you can even search, like Venezuela is getting pretty hot recently. So yeah, as you can see, there's the Venezuelan military engagement. And obviously people have different ways of seeing this, but it's a pretty high odds based on this. So this can help us determine the truth, right? Like, what are the odds of it not happening? Also, what are the odds of it happening? It seems based on the political thing, it could make sense to maybe double your money. Of course, I don't like betting on war. I don't think it's the best thing to do. We can also just bet oil or something. Let's see what's in oil. Crude oil up or down. I mean, there's an up or down thing here. This is December 23, so it's over. Obviously, there's nothing much to do on this one anymore. There's a whole crypto thing here. Will LIDAR perform an airdrop? It's extremely high, yet LIDAR did not perform an airdrop yet, so it's very interesting. Like, why do people think this will still happen? I mean, maybe you would want to bet no on this one. I'm not saying what to do, but I don't know. LIDAR didn't airdrop yet, so, and there's very few days left. But, again, 11 days is more than enough. But as you can see, what's really cool is the sheer amount. And of course, we're going to look at how it works. You place a bet and then you profit. Okay, yeah, that's very easy. That's not what I was trying to get at. And indeed, there are many options. You can put in your email, you can connect with Google, you can add your MetaMask, and then you can trade just like anything else. What's really, really cool, of course, if we look at the documentation, is how it works. Recover missing deposit. But more importantly, the limit orders, right? The fact that you can actually do limit orders and really trade predictions, right? And I think that's something unique to this day. And I guess the world is rewarding in many ways the newest way to do this. Like, the world is rewarding truth and predictions now, right? And of course, once it's high enough, that's the one that wins, right? But now that there's money involved, we can really try to understand what's going to happen in the world and also make money doing it, right? Now, as you can see this, will Netflix close Warner Bros. Acquisition? It looks like Netflix not getting it, right? So indeed, I would bet no on this. And you know, I mean, if you lose, you lose. The only issue with Polymarket, and I will give it one issue, is of course, if you wait till expiration, you either win or you lose everything. So it is very much like binary in that sense. And therefore, you've got to be very risk averse and make sure to perhaps cash out before exact expiration. And I think that's the biggest risk. Now, if you look at the dashboards as well, I mean, this is pretty cool, right? Election odds. You can look at U.S. recession. Wow, I mean, it looks like the chance of U.S. recession went down. I mean, that's great, right? Key elections, you can see what's going on. And ceasefire, yeah, no one's really predicting a ceasefire, and Xi Jinping not going out. It used to be that in Polymarket you could make your own markets. Now I think that feature is gone as Polymarket got bigger and better. But there are new being added, and you can message support. I was going to show you that in the documentation actually. Making your first trade. How do we do it? New market. Yeah, there we go. You can do a market proposal just by joining the Discord. And so this is where we're going to end at. So Polymarket doesn't have a token. I don't think they will do a token. They don't need to. They're making enough money as they do. It has 71,000 members on Discord, but that's not what really matters. There's billions of dollars traded on Polymarket, and that is more than enough. And this is the proof. I mean, you know, in 7 days, half a billion was traded on Polymarket, and we can really see how it's growing. Therefore, I would be extremely careful about this. And as you can see, there's going to be a lot more coming to this. So if every 30 days it's getting 2 billion in volume, we can only imagine where it will go with time. Therefore, it does make sense to pay close attention to Polymarket and use it for everything from understanding how the world works to maybe helping you with trading beyond nothing ever happens Israelization. This is kind of interesting, right? Any of the conditions are met. I mean, you know, nothing ever happens. That's kind of fun. Obviously, might as well bet yes. And you have the little charts to help you. It's very, very interesting, of course. And of course, the settlements are settled through an oracle of Uma. So you know that the truth will always be portrayed on Polymarket, and that's what makes it so valuable. Therefore, we can say as a certainty that Polymarket has a lot more coming for it, and it's already the biggest prediction market out there, and there's no reason for it to stop. They're going to be opening their markets to the US very soon. They're going to get the licenses just like Kalshi, and that's going to bring even more people to Polymarket. They don't have a token yet, so we will see if a token comes, but they probably don't need to do a token. I mean, they're making enough money as is, and it's such a good platform where we can see in real time what everyone's trading, and maybe use that alpha to make our own trades and make even more money ourselves. Anyways, this was Rex. I just presented to you Polymarket, and hope to see you in the next video.